Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Prajakta and I'm a senior audiologist working with the NHS. In these past 10 years, 4 specifically within the NHS, I've had the privilege of helping countless people rediscover the joy of clear hearing. But today I'm going to talk about something different, something special. A real NHS patient story which will bring into clarity certain misconceptions that most people have about the NHS services and NHS hearing aids. So this is not just facts and figures, but a narrative, a real narrative, where I had the pleasure of meeting a really lovely lady in my clinic a few weeks ago. The experience she had with the hearing aids completely flipped her view about what she thought about the NHS before. So if you are somebody who's had a negative experience with hearing aids or are a bit reluctant to approach the NHS, this video might resonate with you. If you like listening to such stories, please do consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more insight into hearing aids, tinnitus, and real-life tips that will help you protect your hearing. Let's dive into her story. So picture this. It's a typical day in my clinic a few weeks ago, and in walks this really kind-looking lady in her late 60s. Let's call her Mrs. Thompson, just to protect her privacy. So Mrs. Thompson has had hearing loss for over 20 years now. As we chatted, her story unfolded like so many others that I've heard over all these years. So back in 2005 or 2006, she approached the NHS and sought help from us regarding her hearing loss. So they did a complete hearing assessment and fit her with hearing aids. But these were the older version of the hearing aids. The big chunky ones, which were very bulky and sat over the ear with custom made molds. She found them really uncomfortable, really bulky and not at all discreet. Still, because she wanted to hear better, she did persevere with them. She tried her best. But after a while, she just couldn't get on with them, given her lifestyle. Frustrated, she thought she'll go private. Privately, she bought herself a pair that was smaller and more modern than the NHS hearing aids at that time. And they did serve her well. They did work well for a few years. But then eventually, over time, they stopped working as well as they did before. And to replace them, it would cost her anywhere between £3,000 to £4,000 a pair. Such a huge amount, and that she was not able to afford them anymore, unfortunately. This is why, after more than a gap of 20 years, she was back at the NHS. But she was very reluctant. I could see the worry in her eyes. It's a very common misconception that people have that the NHS hearing aids have not changed since the early 2000s or so. That they are still the big, beige, banana-like things that go over your ears. But oh my, how the times have changed. So as we chatted a bit more, I asked her about how her hearing was at present. She did say that she felt like her hearing had deteriorated, since the last tests. So we decided to jump in and complete an updated hearing test. The results were indicative of something that we both already knew. She needed more updated support from us. But here was the big question. Was she ready to give the NHS hearing aids another go? Her initial answer was a big firm no. She remembered the discomfort and the bulkiness of the old NHS hearing aids far too well. Mrs. Thompson, technology has come a very long way since when we last saw you. Our hearing aids are nothing like how they were 20 years ago, I told her. Then and there, I had some demo models available in the clinic, and I took this opportunity to show it to them. They were so much more smaller, so sleek, and they were barely visible when you put them behind your ear. And no more bulky molds for everyone. The modern technology inside them makes it possible for us to use slimmer tubes, even for people with slightly more severe levels of hearing loss. She was very surprised. And the features? These hearing aids come with inbuilt Bluetooth that makes it possible to seamlessly stream music, phone calls, and podcasts straight to your hearing aids. You even have a free app that you can have in the phone to control your hearing aids like a remote control and change the settings and tweak them based on the different environments that you go into. And the best part, if you do misplace your hearing aids, you can even locate them through the app. Mrs. Thompson's eyes widened. "These are exactly similar, like my private ones," she exclaimed. Exactly my point in making this video. Most folks don't know that presently the NHS hearing aids rival the private ones so closely, both in terms of quality and the features they deliver. Most NHS trusts partner with top manufacturers, so you're getting advanced tech but minus the premium price tag. The sound quality through the hearing aids is better than ever, with features like noise reduction, feedback cancellation, and personalized programming based on your audiogram. It is safe to say that Mrs. Thompson was a bit skeptical at first, but seeing is believing. We programmed up a new pair of hearing aids based on her audiogram and connected it to her smartphone in minutes. We went on to demonstrate some music playing through her hearing aids, crystal clear and nice and loud. We then did a mock call where I gave her a phone call and she could answer it hands-free and effortlessly. She even tried her hand at the app and she tried changing the volume and tweaking her hearing aid, all on the fly. It all seemed so easy. The smile on her face said everything. "This is amazing," she said, "and the sound is so natural." By the end of our session, Mrs. Thompson was thrilled. She left the appointment with her hearing aids fully set up and comfortable. But here's the poignant part. After she gathered all her stuff, she turned around and looked at me, and she said, "I should have come here much sooner. My private hearing aids stopped working properly over 6 years ago. I missed all this, and I missed participating in all these wonderful conversations that I could have had for all these years. But I can't wait to go back and tell all my friends about my new amazing NHS hearing aids." It warmed my heart, the way this experience that she had with us changed her whole opinion, flipped her whole percept about the NHS services and the NHS hearing aids. It really did make me feel wonderful. See, it's moments like this that make me feel really good about doing this job. But the thing is, this story isn't unique. There are so many people out there dealing with hearing loss, but still avoiding the NHS just because of their misconceptions about the NHS hearing aids being outdated and about, the bad experience that they may have had like several decades ago. And if that's you, I genuinely urge you, please give the NHS another chance. Our services are free and accessible. All you need to do is go to your GP and ask them for a referral. The technology we have now is at par with the private hearing aids. The hearing aids have become smaller, more comfortable, and more discreet. And the hearing aid use as well, it's very user-friendly. It's not tedious, and maintaining the hearing aid has become easier than ever. And we are here to guide you through each step on the way. Whether it's for yourself or your loved one, please don't let previous misconceptions hold you back. Book that hearing test today. And who knows, you might just be as pleasantly surprised as Mrs. Thompson. So there you have it. A real story from my clinic to tell you how far NHS hearing care has come. So if you've had similar experiences or you have questions about modern hearing aids, please drop them in the comments below. I'd love to go through them and answer as many questions as I can. If this inspired you, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more tips on hearing health and support on hearing loss and tinnitus.